on my rug. Called my friend over, rubbed his face in it. Now he's got shit and bark all over his face. I got no friends. So how you doing? Listening to the radio this morning, I heard a favorite celebrity man on the radio. You probably heard him before. He comes on about every Sunday morning, and on Saturday mornings he goes something like this. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem, and welcome to another week of American Top 40. American Top 40 is heard on great radio stations like KRAP, Las Vegas, Nevada, and UFAG in San Francisco. Well, this week's trivia question comes from Lieutenant Mike Gallagher, stationed at Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He asked, Dear Casey, have the Beatles ever had a song that didn't hit the top 40? Well, Mike, for asking a question like that, you deserve to be stationed at Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mike, nobody's that fucking stupid. And there's your answer. Any Star Trek fans here? Star Trek fans? Used to watch Star Trek? Yeah. I used to love that show. Loved it. My favorite, all-time favorite Star Trekian was Spock. Had to love Spock, man. Mr. Intellectual. Mr. Unemotional. But I always wondered how this guy would react to a good blowjob. Oh, it probably looks something like this. Don't make me laugh, you'll kill me. You may begin. Fascinating. Why, an intense gratification of my reproductive organ. While in its full stage, it resembles the creature on Gualak 5. I anticipate an orgasm in 3.2 seconds. Quite stimulating. You have your promotion, Mr. Sulu. Anyway, another favorite of mine is this guy. It was Nova Channel 4. You catch Jacques Cousteau. Here's a little Jacques Cousteau. You've probably seen this before.
There I was, at 40 feet below the surface, when suddenly I remembered I forgot to put on my aqualung. My son Philip, seeing me in danger, decided to help me. Knowing that only one of us could survive to the top on one aqualung, I had to kill Philip.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the Comedy Club here, and if you're going to have any kind of table chatter, please keep it down to a minimum. This is a great show. Just sit back, have a few of your favorite beverages, and watch this. It's very funny. If you do have to leave the room for any reason at all, please, you have to leave your cocktails and drinks here. That's the law, that's the rules, and that's the way it is, and I sound like a whiner, but I'm not. Hey, we got restrooms located in the back of the Comedy Club, so you don't have to go out there and use these out here, so feel free to use these as required. Like I said earlier, Just June is with us tonight, very funny, very talented, and also Drew Hastings is with us, another very funny person. It's my privilege to bring the first comedian up to the stage. This guy is very funny. He's done comedy across the United States. He even worked one of those ships down in the Caribbean this summer, a cruise ship, and he had a great time. He's also opened for the Beach Boys this summer. Please put your hands together and welcome Rick Herbert. Hey, good evening, Fayetteville. How's everybody tonight? Yeah, put your hands together. How you doing tonight? Yeah. Good looking crowd. I know the ladies are out there saying, as long as we don't have to watch Monday Night Football, we'll drag these guys out anywhere. Yeah, give yourselves a hand. Good looking group here. Whew. Just by applause. How many people here have never masturbated? Good crowd. I like this crowd. I like it. I'm a little bummed out myself. Went out today and I picked up a Wall Street Journal and was thumbing through it, and I'm getting pissed off. Page after page. Did you know there's no comic section in this paper? I know the price of gold and stuff like that, but what's going on with Garfield, man? I'm lost now. Well, anyway, went out last week and bought myself a dog, a poodle, a little puppy. Yeah, I'm macho. I'm not afraid. But I got this little dog and I brought it home and I petted it and gave it a little bit of food and I let it run around the house and it shit all over my rug. Now I don't know what to do because I've never owned a dog before, so I call up a friend of mine and he says the next time it does it, you rub his little face in it. So I waited and it did. And I grabbed it and rubbed his little face in it and he threw up all over my rug. So I called my friend over and he says, what's the problem? I says, nothing, come here. And I grabbed him and rubbed his face in it. So I don't have a friend and anybody want to buy a dog, let me know. Ew, what else? I'm not from around here. I originally moved down from New England. Yeah, I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, and it's nice being down here because you people down here, and I wasn't even here like a day, and people would greet me like the South do. They're very friendly. It's like, hey, how are you? How y'all doing? I love it because I go home, I go up to Rhode Island where I'm from, and it's like, hey, Brian Chase, you skinny son of a bitch right here, how are you? And I'm like, hey, Mom, how are you doing? I used to be back in town. I call my mother up from time to time, and I haven't been home like in about 5 years, and I called her up the other day, and she says to me over the phone, you're starting to talk like that. You sound like Andy Griffith. I said, well, yeah, you look like Bonnie Fife, and I hung up on her. Take that crap, not even from my mom. That's great. So what else? Went out to the zoo a couple weeks ago. And I was at the zoo and was in the zoo for like 20 minutes and got kicked out. For the worst crime you can do in a zoo. You know what it was? I was feeding the animals. They kicked me out. You know what I was feeding? I was feeding the bunny rabbits to the lions. And they said, get out of here! Kicked me out. Bummed out. And I found out another thing at the zoo. They got polar bears there. Polar bears do not like jalapeno peppers. And they drank every bit of that water they had in that tank. I'm not even allowed back at the zoo anymore. I don't know. Let's see, what else? When I first moved down here, people up north told me that you're going to Fayetteville, North Carolina, you know that's a military town, they said. And I said, so what? And they said, well, that's a military town, no matter where you go. There's military people. I said, I don't care. And I get down here, and no matter where I went, there were military people. And I'm not getting down on them because we need them. God bless them, because I love them. But some of them got hair like so short on the side of their heads, you can see like veins popping through. And they're built like monsters. They got tattoos on their arms that say hit from above, they say kill. And you go out with them and they're always drinking and dipping up the beer bottles and they chew tobacco and they spit where and whenever they want. And the men are twice as bad. Guys watch a lot of Nova? You ever watch a lot of Nova? I like to watch a lot of the education shows. A character that I like to watch a lot is Jacques Cousteau. You ever watch this guy? Is this guy like monotone or what? There's a little impression I kind of wrote up a little Jacques Cousteau for you folks. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
There I was in 40 feet of water. When suddenly it occurred to me, I forgot to put on my aqualung. My son Philippe, seeing me in trouble, dove in to save me. Knowing that only one of us could survive to the top, I had to kill Philippe.
Thank you. Here's a favorite of mine too. A fella you hear on the radio once in a while. He does a show. He starts off by saying, "Hi, I'm Casey Kasem, and welcome to another week of American Top 40. Each week, American Top 40 is heard on great radio stations like KRAP, Las Vegas, Nevada, and UFAG in San Francisco." Well, this week's trivia question comes from Lieutenant Mike Gallagher, stationed at Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He asks, "Dear Casey, have the Beatles ever had a song that didn't hit the top 40? Well, Mike, for asking a question like that, you deserve to be stationed at Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mike, nobody's that fucking stupid. And there's your answer. Thank you very much. Is anybody here from South Carolina? Hi. You okay over there? She wants to know who's winning the football game. Not that idea. Anyway, hey, is anybody from South Carolina? Now, you really are? What is it about the cocks that they love so much? Went down to Columbia, South Carolina. People driving around with bumper stickers. We love our cocks. I seen a van full of women driving by saying, "Go Cox! How about those cocks?" I'm like, I got one. And I found out they were talking about the University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks. Isn't that funny? Because the other USCs out in California, they're the Trojans. Oh yeah, what do you say we get these two guys together? Have an AIDS benefit game, maybe? Oh yeah, have it out in San Francisco. I can hear him calling that game. "Oh, Nelly, those Trojans are all over those cocks. No penetration at all today." When I was about 19 years old, I got set up for my first blind date. And it's always a good friend of yours that sets you up for a blind date, because he is your friend. Mine was a fellow by the name of Mike. Set me up, told me all the nice things about this girl, all the nice things. Hey, she's rich. She's got butts. Her parents own a farm. But what he didn't tell me was she weighed just under 400 pounds. 399 to be exact. And that bull we saw grazing in the pasture on the way up to the house was her. But, like a nice guy I am, I decided to go with it. Well, I asked her what she wanted to do, and she wanted to go dancing. Lucky for me, I don't know how to operate a forklift. I get out of there. But see, the joke's on me because she went out to Hollywood now. She's out there making movies. She got a movie coming out next January, I Was a Teenage Warehouse. Look for it at coming to a theater near you. What else? People. Got my paycheck up here. I don't want anybody to see. Anybody get paid today? No? I got my girlfriend out with me tonight. Now, I'm like proud of that because a lot of guys say, "You never bring your girlfriend out with you," and what's the problem? And I'm not really jealous of her. It's just that, well, her mustache comes in a whole lot better than mine. And when you're out with her, like, the guys are like, "No, she's kind of nice." We got one of those cars that talks to us. You know, you leave your keys in the car. Your keys are in English. But the other day, some of your girlfriend's a dog. I said, "Sure." Took a defensive driving course last week. This is great. Has anybody ever taken one of these courses before? Defensive driving. When you take defensive driving, they tell you how to avoid accidents. How not, if you're in the right of way and you know a car's going to cut in front of you, to lay back. Now that doesn't sound like very defensive driving to me. That sounds more like, pussy driving. You see, I drive a 69 Bonneville. And I'm thinking more like Lawrence Taylor. Oh yeah, I see a Ford Bronco cut in front of me, man. It's got John Elway written all over it. I'll show you some damn defensive driving now. Boom! I wrecked right into it, man. other 69 Bonneville's are pulling up next to me saying, yeah, good hit. Good hit, he's down. Well, my name is Brian Chase, and that's about the horse. I'm just here to warm you guys up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I do want to announce, though, I do want to say, though, last Saturday night I did a little bit for for one of the acts, and a fellow from Showtime came up to me, and well, just this morning I signed a contract with Showtime. Thank you very much. $13 a month, free installation. Next week, I got it, folks. Well, let me welcome you all to the comedy club.